Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So I was reading a story in USA Today about how some CEOs, even though worries about a 2020 recession are less than they were just a few months ago, well, they're getting ready anyway. It's just, as far as they're concerned, it is inevitable. Better to be ready than not. One example is a company called Choice Hotels. Let me make sure I get this right. They're basically announcing that they're launching a new mid-priced extended stay hotel chain called Everhome Suites that they think will perform really well even if the economy slows. And basically, it's going to cost like $85 a night, which is lower than a lot of different hotels. And basically, they think they can really make an impact, especially because in their industry, 20% of all hotel stays are 7 days or more, and yet extended stay style hotels maybe are 9% of all hotel business. So they think there's a niche there for them. There's another company, OSI Facial Care, out in Orange County, California. And what they're doing is they're looking around and saying, something, our most popular facial is 60 minutes. Let's offer a 30-minute one, which they never have before, at a lower price, even lower for members than non-members. But the idea is, listen, maybe at a certain point, people are not going to be able to afford a 60-minute one. Let's give them something that they might be able to afford. There's a tour operator up in Bainbridge Island out just across the bay from Seattle, and basically every year they've always kind of raised their prices 5–10%. Now they're actually keeping their prices steady or even making cuts. They got killed during the last recession. They don't want that to happen again. This has been a boom that's lasted 10 years. So they know eventually it's got to end. They want to be ready. They want to be attractive. And there are other companies that are cited in the story. I just think this is really smart. And it's not just because we talk a lot about the inevitable recession here on Morning Newsbeat. I'm really not trying to be Chicken Little. I just think, again, 10 years is a long time. You got to be ready for what's inevitably going to happen. And it seems to me one of the things that all of these companies have in common is that they're basically trying to play to people's aspirations, even recognizing that they may have less money. And I think that's important for everybody, especially in the food business, right? You can absolutely start to deal with people's expectations and aspirations, none of which are going to go away, even if they have less disposable income. So if retailers figure out a way to kind of cater to those in a way that is more sensitive to people's wallets, I think that's going to be a really smart thing to do. It's especially powerful in the food industry. People have gotten used to a certain standard of living, but boy, if you can come up with food that's a little bit, just as aspirational, but a little bit cheaper, wine, beer, aspirational new things like, we have a great $8 Chianti that we love at home, right? It's always going to be a great Chianti, and it's $8. You got to find those moments. You got to find those things that are going to allow people to kind of live up to their own expectations, live up to their own aspirations, and allow retailers to do the same thing. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.